Ladies and gentlemen, I know I said I was going to be flying solo tonight, but that turned out to not be the case due to certain circumstances for somebody else.
Fucking snowstorm.
Snowstorm. Ladies and gentlemen, Weaponized Autism returns with a double dose of your Spurg Lords.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're from the church and you're watching this, love ya. Though, if you're from the church, if you're, at the same time, if you are from the church, I'd recommend turning away now.
Yeah. Just from the language alone, our streams are not very church-friendly.
Although there's a few people in the church who don't mind my cussing as long as I leave it out of the church.
Fair enough. So yeah, if any of you, anybody wants to pop in, fire off a few comments, we'll do our best to respond to you, but until then, let's just get right to the content.
Let's go.
Beginning with this little video that came across my feed from Florida Jesus Charlie. The verbal John Wick.
That sounds about right.
I'm about to bless your 2025 with the best song you're going to hear all year. It didn't come out in 2025, it did come out last year, but it flew under the radar. It was snubbed at the Grammys, and I think it's time we turn our attention to a classic that's up there with some of the greats like Ice JJ Fish. This comes from White Noise, aka Dark Daniel. He's a 41-year-old rapper, fresh on the scene, and I've always said you're never too old to chase your dreams, and I think he's proof of that.
Said they want me on some stripper shit, right?
Dude. Dude. Why is it every time one of these guys comes around, it's just one of these, it's always somebody who's like well past his prime, dude is having a midlife crisis, and he just decides, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do the rap thing.
It looks like that one guy from that meme where it's the guy running towards the way wagging his finger like, get out of my yard! Get out of my yard!
It's always somebody like my mom's age. And she's 57.
Oh, she's a little older than I thought she was. I assumed early mid-50s.
That's just Dude looks like he should be assistant manager at an Applebee's, not doing a hip hop video.
I was at Applebee's like a month ago. One bite into a chicken strip and my denture came dislodged.
Ugh.
And when you're meeting your friend's sibling for the first time, not a good impression.
No.
That same night I saw Nosferatu.
Oh, oh, nice. How was that? I haven't seen that yet.
At the risk of going off topic, I'll just say, well, it felt like a over-erotic sex parody of the 1922 film. Like,
fair enough.
What?
I said fair enough.
Even the blood-sucking parts seemed a little too erotic for my taste. I made my friend walk out when I said, because there was a part in the movie, spoiler alert, where the crazy old assistant bites the head off a pigeon and blood flowed out of the head, and it's like when you put too much sauce on your taco.
Nice.
He went to the bathroom, never came back. Can you blame him with that joke I made? actually still have a top 5 2024 movies video. I still have yet to put up. It's in my gallery. I just have to put it up.
Right.
Some obviously I mentioned Godzilla X Kong, but I also mentioned Deadpool and Wolverine, Smile 2, Nosferatu. What was another one we talked about? Fall Guy. And mostly horror films.
Yeah.
I was actually at one of my church activities last week, and they were having a karaoke, and I imagined seeing the look on their faces when I told them that the main actress in Smile 2 is actually live-action Jasmine from live-action Aladdin.
Oh, wow.
And also Kimberly the Pink Ranger in the 2017 Power Rangers movie, which never got a sequel for some reason.
Because it sucked.
Meh. Well, if you think well, at the very least, they shouldn't have put that post-credits scene in there. Just saying.
They should have made a Power Rangers movie, because it didn't feel like a Power Rangers movie until the last, 20 or 30 minutes.
My biggest gripe with it was that they only played 10 or 12 seconds of the Power Rangers theme song throughout the entire 2+ hour runtime.
My issue was the first 90 minutes of the movie felt like they couldn't tell if they wanted to be Power Rangers or the Breakfast Club, so they tried to be both, and it just failed miserably.
It was like the first. Yeah. Fuck, my TV came unmuted. Fuck, hang on.
Good job.
But the scene where the Zords were running across the valley, they played a little bit of the Power Rangers theme song cover by Megadeth, which was actually in the 1995 film.
The only thing about that movie that worked for me was Elizabeth Banks and Bryan Cranston. If not for them, I would have just walked out, because I was a movie theater employee at the time, so I got to see it for free, but it just wasn't vibing with me. Apart from Bryan Cranston and Elizabeth Banks.
And Stranger Things guy is Jason.
Right.
But fun fact, originally, so you've seen the 95 film, right?
I have.
So you're familiar with that weird tribal chick with the sticks?
Vaguely. It's been a couple years since I last watched it.
Well, fun fact, apparently originally it was supposed to be like a bikini-clad Jawa, and don't visualize that, you'll burn your eyes out and have nightmares. Originally, the role was actually supposed to go to Mariska Hargitay, who plays Benson in SVU, but apparently some things happened, and then it went back to whoever played her in the end. But I just think back to when I watched Decker Shadow's review of it, and they said, basically a bikini-clad Jawa, and Decker said, oh dear sweet flying spaghetti monster, I can't bear to watch.
Here, please hit me as hard as you can.
Huh?
Oh, I was just playing my Squidward clip.
Oh. So I say all I said was something about a flying spaghetti monster.
Alright.
I think. Sorry, y'all, my medicine's been causing some memory loss, short term.
That's alright.
Yeah, let's move on before it turns into another stream of me talking about my life story.
Dark fucking Daniel. Let's go.
Wait. What the hell?
Dark fucking Daniel? That's your rap name, bro?
Damn Daniel wants to know your location and sue your ass.
Nice.
For that.
Said they want me on some stripper shit, right? Dark fucking
If he's wearing white pants, I'm out.
Let's go.
I'm blue balling you on the drop because I just gotta come in here and say how much I love the name Dark Daniel. That's like an Xbox Live gamer tag I would have cooked up when I was 11.
Baby, make it drop, put some stank on it. Make that booty pop, put some stank on it. Make that body rock, put some stank on it. Put some stank on it, put some stank on it. Baby, make it drop, put some stank on it. Make that booty pop, put some stank on it. Make that body rock, put some stank on it. Put some stank on it, put some stank on it.
Now wait.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Fuck, I was muted.
Why does that make it even funnier?
How do you politely tell someone that, okay, there's no way around it, that guy's fucking retarded?
Oh god, let me find the clip. Let me find the clip. Oh, there it is.
Read from sheets. I am
Sofa
King. Sofa King. We Todd Ed. We Todd Ed. Now repeat all very fast, please.
Oh. Oh, Sofa King retarded.
Yes. And again, he looks like he should be somebody's youth pastor, not some 40-year-old dude having a midlife crisis.
I'm sorry, I won't allow him near any of the church buildings.
Yeah, that's.
Why do I get the feeling if we do a deep dive on this guy, he's on some registry somewhere?
Ooh, probably. Probably.
I mean, it's like you said the other day when I showed you that guy who got arrested for possession of certain things I don't want to talk about, and you said anyone with that beard past 2005 doesn't deserve human rights.
Yeah. For context, for people watching, he showed me a mugshot of this guy who got arrested for possession of illicit items, and he had one of those cringy like mid-2000s chin strap beards, like the like Matt Hardy had, and it's like
Another funny thing, since then, the guy who was actually in the mugshot apparently saw my post and haha reacted it. And I just blocked his nasty ass.
As you should.
And he has a stupid made up name on Facebook, and I went to his profile and looked, and he had one of those posts that says, "Go ahead and be with them, considering you listened to their side while listening to mine first." And it's like, you were caught with possession of very messed up images that one should never have. There's literal proof. You're not talking your way out of one, buddy.
Oh.
But you're right, that beard looks like a chin strap.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, let's just
That
move on.
noise doesn't really cut the rug. He doesn't bust a move or anything. His dance moves are kind of like all up in here doing this. It looks more like he's swatting mosquitoes. But what he lacks in dancing, he makes up for in writing, because this is genius. Put some stank on it. I don't even know what that means. Especially in the context of the song where he's talking about a booty popping but wants some stank on it. I feel like that'd be revolting. Why would you want butt cheeks jiggling with fucking odorous fumes hitting you as well? Like, that's the last thing you want some stank on. Now, of course, I recognize it's an expression. He doesn't literally mean he wants stinky ass cheeks on him or anything. But I don't understand what the expression could even mean here. Make your booty pop, put some stank on it. Like, to me, when I'd hear that,
I don't think he knows what that means either. It just sounds like the most hip-hop thing he could think of.
Sounds like he took a dive in the sewer.
Right up there with Leon and the Gators.
Oh, God. I'm still not sure how it's been. It's been like 6 years. I'm still not sure how I feel about the alligator boss fight in the RE2 remake turning into like a Boulder Scene Redux.
I'm largely indifferent to it.
Because it went from being like a boss fight to like going from back and forth in directions, trying to like 20-year-old me was yelling, "Fucking run, Leon! Fucking run!"
I mean, that was hardly a boss fight. I don't consider that a boss fight. I just consider that a minor obstacle. Because all you have to do is just turn around. All you have to do is just band down around the corner, go down the hallway, and let the gas tank out, and then shoot it once the gator scoops it up. Like, that's hardly a boss battle.
Can't you kill it without the thing having to go in its mouth?
I tried, but I never got that to work.
Fair. They should have just made this remake like 20 years ago.
Probably could have if the RE1 if they hadn't gone full retard and released the RE1 remake as a GameCube exclusive, because that was the one console that was in third place for that gen.
It also raises the question: if they didn't remake RE2 back then, would it have been behind the back or classic fixed angles?
I feel like they probably would have tried to go fixed angles, but at the same time, Shinji Mikami specifically wanted the over-the-shoulder for RE4 because in his own words, he was playing RE0 and figured, this just feels like more of the same. We got to change this up, which is why RE4 is so drastically different in terms of its presentation from everything that came before it.
True.
Anyways.
Yeah, let's go.
I think it'd be like, some extra flair. Like, it's something I'd say when playing Marvel Rivals when I'm telling my tank to dive their backline, like, get after that mantis and put some stank on it. But if someone's, like, goatsy styling on me, I don't know, like, how else would you put stank on it? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? That's the beauty of it. It's ambiguous. And it's also not catchy. It's the opposite of an earworm, but to such an extreme degree, it is so uncatchy that it loops back around to being catchy.
Climbing up that pole like a pro, you already know. Super on the mic, kryptonite is hose. Twerking for a broken boy, she putting on a show. Titties popping out with an ass like whoa. Freaky with the tongue, she could probably put it in a knot. Baby.
I hope to God that's your wife, dude.
Oh, Lord.
I hope that's either your wife or you paid her some really good money.
I really hope it's not his second cousin.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where this dude is from. She might be, for all we know.
Let's not butt on it, because, well, it's just gonna end the same way, say, if you visualize me in a Speedo. Let's not think about it, let's just move on.
I imagine I would look worse because I'm fatter. So.
But it's like, yeah, there you go. That'll keep you up at night. If you're lucky tonight, you might think of me.
Yeah, I'm a savage, I'm just looking for some top. We can make a movie, baby, make it hot. Let's get it. Titties like a canvas, I got ink blots.
Dark Daniel's a goddamn booby artist. Titties like a canvas, and he's got ink blots. Again, man, what does that exactly mean? Like, you're gonna make Rorschach paintings out of her breasts? I just don't think many traditional artists would be using ink blots on a standard canvas. That wouldn't really be the medium of choice. Though I imagine the lyrics are probably deeper than I'm giving them credit for. Dark Daniel is probably getting into some metaphors for, like, ejaculating on her honkers, perhaps putting his own stank on it, maybe. I don't know why I'm doing such a...
What the fuck, Charlie?
Wait, what'd he say?
I'm just
What'd he say?
I'm just gonna rewind it.
Canvas, that wouldn't really be the medium of choice. Though I imagine the lyrics are probably deeper than I'm giving them credit for. Dark Daniel is probably getting into some metaphors for, like, ejaculating on her honkers, perhaps putting his own stank on it, maybe.
I definitely don't want to think about that. I definitely don't want to think about mommy milkers. Because I haven't heard the term mommy milkers since Resident Evil 8's marketing.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer. This is so much cancer that I can feel the tumors growing on my back. And it's way down heavy on me, and it's not okay. Can you help a nigga out and just stop this? Please?
What?
I didn't say anything. My TV had a seizure. Nice. But yeah, what the hell, Charlie?
Right?
I don't know why I'm doing such a dive on it. This isn't like a genius lyric breakdown video, but I can't help myself. Anyway, it needs to be said that the woman here is an absolute trooper. She got paid to do a job, and damn it, she's gonna do it to the best of her ability. She's pouring her heart and soul into the ass-shaking performance of a lifetime here for Dark fucking Daniel. Now, it may not be a chart topper. You won't be seeing stank on it in the Billboard Top 100. It's not your standard, finger-wiggling tune. But it doesn't matter. It seems like they're both having a good time. It also seems like Dark Daniel's fighting the urge to look at her keister while it's gyrating. Now, I think he should have went even harder here. Instead of just hiring a dancer and a cameraman, he should have also hired a choreographer. Fucking hire me. I could definitely think of some really cool dance moves that would light 2025 ablaze.
Just hire another chick in her underwear and have them do the dual Robotnik dance from Sonic 3.
Jesus Christ, Chris.
Hey, that scene was golden.
I still haven't seen it yet.
Oh, but you know the scene I'm talking about, right?
Maybe.
Well,
I'm waiting for it to hit Paramount Plus.
Well, if you're giving me a maybe, I'm not going to go any further than that. But anybody who has seen Sonic 3, you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When you see it, you are going to laugh your nuts off, trust me.
Oh, Lord.
Because I did.
LMNO, laugh my nose off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 32 next month. That scene still left me giggling like a 10-year-old. That's how good it is. But you know what? That's how good Jim Carrey is.
I thought that guy was retiring, but I guess not.
Apparently, I'm thinking the only character he wants to play anymore is Dr. Robotnik, and more power to him.
Fair.
Would take the world by storm for stank on it, Like, brush off your shoulder, side to side, and then some of this. There's definitely so much play space that you had with a song like Stank on it. This shit could have got stanky quick. But instead, he wanted to kind of just stay up here, like, throwing out his hands like he's making political statements. He's doing gestures like a politician would do. And he has the woman just kind of shaking her ass around, which, that's fine. Like, I don't think she needs to be out there doing, like, a full choreographed dance routine or anything, but I think he should have had some moves. Something that, when this song inevitably starts playing at a club, people can start busting it out like, Crank That Soulja Boy,
Oh, God. No, you know what the guy's hand gestures remind me of? He looked like somebody who's trying to do sign language but has no clue how to do it.
Good God. Just... Why?
Right? Why, God? Why?
I don't know which makes me go, why more? This or the reveal of the Wendigos in Until Dawn movie?
Oh, yeah, that...
What is... I thought this was Until Dawn, not The Descent Part 3.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, the Descent movies are not bad. But,
The first movie was supposed to have a... The first movie was supposed to have a much darker ending.
Yeah, I think you can actually see the alternate ending somewhere.
But
apparently it's where the girl is still trapped in the cave, and apparently she's hallucinating that her dead kid is there.
Yeah, it's, it gets really fucking dark. Which is like how horror movies should end.
You call it dark, I call it depressing.
In my opinion, horror movies should have dark endings, and they should earn them.
You ever see The Cave?
I have not.
Well, apparently it's about some sort of parasite that's turning them into monsters. And at the end, the two survivors are sitting at a table, and there's a flash in her eyes that indicates she's infected, but he loses her in the crowd, leaving the planet potentially doomed. That's some body snatcher shit right there.
Or another good dark ending, if you want to go John Carpenter's The Thing, where it's just Kurt Russell and Keith David are the only ones left alive, with no means of transportation away from the base. And if you play The Thing, the video game, like when you first enter the base, you can actually find Keith David's body, indicating that he died of hypothermia.
And where's Kurt Russell?
You don't find him until the end of the game.
Is he dead?
No.
I've only seen bits and pieces of gameplay. I've never actually played the game.
No, MacReady is still very much alive by the end of the game.
Yeah, and I think I read something where 20 years ago, apparently there were talks before the prequel came out, which, why would you name a prequel the same thing as the original film? But before the prequel came out, apparently they were talking about maybe there being like a direct sequel where the alien parasite made its way to modern-day Los Angeles.
In my opinion, there shouldn't have been a prequel to begin with.
Well, I think the reason it failed was because they marketed it. It made it seem like it was going to be a remake.
Well, it also doesn't help that they had some really good practical effects, like on par with what Carpenter had in his movie, and some studio exec stuck their nose in where they shouldn't fucking have, and replaced all the practical effects shots with CGI that just did not look right, did not look up to par. Letting tech bros into Hollywood was a mistake, and you will never convince me otherwise.
Uh-huh. I'm still pissed off at the part in the original where they kill all the dogs. What the hell?
Yeah, that's a great movie to never show John Wick. Anyways.
Just, Discord keeps fucking muting me.
Huh. L for Discord.
Not like I'm saying anything important right now anyway.
Right. Alright, let's keep going.
Something on that level.
Baby, make it drop, put some stank on it. Make that booty pop, put some stank on it. Make that body rock, put some stank on it. Put some stank on it, put some stank on it. Baby, make it drop, put some stank on it. Make that booty pop, put some stank on it. Make that body rock, put some stank on it. Put some stank on it, put some stank on it. Little mama bad, love the way she throw it back. Rush into the stage just to drop a couple stacks. Everybody cheer when she make her booty clap. Shorty hella thick, rest a drink on that ass.
In order for a booty to clap, in order to make your booty clap, you must first have one to begin with.
God. Yeah, don't say that to Lily, because she doesn't care about it. And it's like, what's wrong with having a small butt? Hey, I can say, hey, it's my woman. I can say those things about her.
Right.
Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'll find?
She watches this later. I'm probably gonna get it. If I go missing, she did it.
I do have a clip to bring up for that.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did.
If I go missing, she did it.
Well, I already know what Lily's going to say, and I'm going to bring the clip up for it.
Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'll find?
Picture me?
No! The definition of the word idiot, which you fucking are.
That's something Lily would say. That's something Lily would say, for sure. Fuck.
You alright? You good?
I accidentally sprayed Axe spray in my face. It burns.
Oh, I actually don't have the SpongeBob My Eyes clip. Otherwise, I would bring that up right now.
I was fiddling around with it, and I just accidentally sprayed myself right in the face.
Good job.
Thank God we weren't having video on here.
Good job.
But I don't know why my mouth is. Well, it didn't go in my mouth, but the facial hair on my mustache is burning.
If you had just stopped at it did go in my mouth, I was going to make a really dirty joke out of that.
And I would have had to come down to Missouri and whoop you.
Fair enough.
Hey, I know where you live, and it doesn't take a. And I'm pretty sure where you live isn't that big of a town.
Not really. It's like less than 40,000 people. It's a college town.
I'll kick down every apartment door. Where's Quest Bites?
Where is he? Fucking
What?
Fucking what? Christian Bale Batman voice. Where is he?
Swear to me.
I cannot take that voice seriously at all.
Well, when I said swear to me?
No, I can't take Christian Bale's Batman voice seriously. I know that's a hot take. He's a terrible Batman.
Well, he had to disguise his voice.
George Clooney was a better Batman than Christian Bale.
You know what surprises me? I don't think Kevin Conroy even had his own distinct Batman voice.
He did. He would have it like when he was Bruce Wayne, he would have it be like real light and real upbeat, and then when he switches off Bruce Wayne mode, it gets really like it's more of a low, almost it's not quite growly, but like straight on down to business. He's not whispering, because that was Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer's thing. It's like when he was Bruce Wayne, he would sound like this. He would be all, more like, carefree, happy-go-lucky, and then when he's Batman, he just switches it off and he sounds like this. It's like, I'm Batman. Discord muted him again!
I'm about to throw this damn phone. I swear I'm about to throw this damn phone.
Right. Hey, dear Discord.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Fuck you. But I'm also keeping up with this stream on my TV to make sure I didn't say anything bad.
Right.
Like I tried to say, but it kind of cut out. It kind of cut out as you talked over, which it's fine. But I want to make sure it didn't come out wrong.
Oh, you're fine. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's go.
Little mama bad, love the way she throw it back. Rushing to the stage just to drop a couple stacks. Everybody cheer when she make her booty clap. Shorty hella thick, rest a drink on that ass.
Honey, where's the rope?
Dark Daniel was starting to run out of bars because verse 2, he had one line and then just repeated it twice, which takes up the majority of verse 2, and then he repeated a line from verse 1 to close it out to bring us back to the chorus. He knew the moneymaker was in the chorus, so he kind of just speed ran the verses. They're not very inspired, unfortunately.
Freaky with the tongue, put it in a knot. Baby, I'm a savage, I'm
Love
just
your
looking for
reaction
some
to
top.
what I said.
What'd you say?
I saw your reaction when I said, honey, where's the rope?
Nice.
We can make a movie, baby, make it hot.
I'm gonna grab a
Titties like a
chair.
canvas, I got ink blots. Baby, make it drop, put some stank on it. Make that booty pop, put some stank on it. Make that body rock, put some stank on it. Put some stank on it, put some stank on it. Baby, make it drop, put some stank on it. Make that booty pop, put some stank on it.
Why do I feel like this guy's bus was on the shorter side?
That just makes me think back to Rob Zombie's Halloween when she said, but I thought you said Ben Tramer was retarded. And it's like, well, not short bus retarded or anything. And it's like, wow, Danny Trejo was literally the only person in this movie who wasn't an asshole.
Right? Literally the only one. This guy here is down with the syndrome.
Wow. Hang on. Wow. I can't do it.
I can't do it without blowing out my mic. So, because my mic is touchier than a pizza party at Diddy's house.
Oh Christ. But I guess I'll just do it like that one guy who tried to do it at karaoke and made it to me like, wah, ah, ah, ah.
Wait, how would Chris know what a Diddy party is like?
Exposed, exposed, exposed,
Oh,
exposed, 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 exposed.
I'm just kidding. I'm not calling the cops.
Exposed.
I'd have to have a working phone in order for that to happen. But yeah, like I said, have to have a working phone. But apparently Jay-Z was named the best rapper of all time, and it's like, you can just tell him and Beyonce paid the media to say shit like that.
Oh no, it's at 100%. It's not even close.
Not to mention, I can't think of a nice way to say Jay-Z is very fugly.
I mean, that's being generous.
Literally, he's a bigger diddler than Diddy. I mean, he's a bigger predator than Diddy. Hey, people have been calling him the diddler for months now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 50 Cent's been dogging on him for years.
I think the greatest rapper of all time is Eminem.
Oh, definitely. As much as I'm not a very big Eminem fan, but in terms of versatility and rap and just ability overall, he
called out Diddy years ago.
Yeah, although
like he didn't forget the P, did he? Like literally, he spelled rapper like R-A-P-E-R, and then he said he didn't forget the P, did he?
Just a master of wordplay.
Yeah. Did you also ever see the meme where Dave is doing a roll call of Alvin and the Chipmunks, and then behind the door, like, Alvin? And then we hear him, Pete did it! Or apparently, where I'm just gonna straight up say it, Pete Diddy was literally diddling Alvin. Did I say that right? Diddy was diddling Alvin?
Yeah.
And it was behind closed doors. Not to mention, on to Alvin and Chipmunks films, they mentioned something about a Diddy party. Or did he have a yacht?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's finish this video. Let's finish this video, and I'll show you I'll show you the meme I was talking about.
Rock, put some stank on it. Put some stank on it. Put some stank on it. And to think, I used to be such a nice young man. Third leg problems.
A heartbreaking conclusion. God bless Dark Daniel and his third leg problems. So I watched an interview with him. I went kind of deep on the Dark Daniel rabbit hole, I'm not going to lie to you. I watched an interview. So he is 41 years old, and he talks about getting into the rap game a little late and just wanting to chase his dreams, which I think is just kind of a wholesome message. And at the end of the day, he went for it. He said, fuck it, we'll do it live. And he invested in a cameraman to film this, a location, some lights, the lady that's dancing with him, and he said, let's try it. And I respect that, I really do. Also, Dark Daniel's got no fear. He is not afraid to get stanky live in front of an actual crowd.
And it video's at 18K views on YouTube. It definitely is.
No, dude, no.
Hey, embarrassing karaoke is my thing. Fuck off, Daniel.
Dude, you're really gonna hip hop in front of the crowd when you are dressed like you should be going 18 holes at Pebble Beach?
I'm pretty sure my dad used to dress like that when he would pick me up from school in the summertime.
Probably.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it looks like that. I'm just saying my dad wears shorts a lot in the summer.
Right.
And meanwhile, I went to school with I went to school with a few kids where basically, no matter how damn cold it got, there was always that one kid in a hoodie and shorts.
Oh, there are guys like that at my job. And I'm like, are you not cold at all? He's like, no. He's like, I just have my own climate. And it's like, whatever, dude.
Your own climate? What are you, Sully from Monsters, Inc.?
Right?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Like, but seriously, why is this guy... I have no words. All I have to say is, why is this guy? Why is this guy? Like the straight stupidity of this.
Hey, you know what? He's doing what he loves. God bless him for it.
What you should be saying to God bless you to was when John Panette shaved his eyebrows and said, kids, get out of the pool. He has no eyebrows. And people wonder, his eyebrows fell out. Is he sick? Well, if it's chemo, he's doing very well. He's keeping his appetite, God bless him. And now I know where that dream came from. You fall asleep listening to stand-up comedy, you pick up a thing or two in your dreams.
Yeah?
I'm technically not lying.
Yeah.
I'm technically not lying. I'm technically not lying about those things happening to me.
Right.
They did happen to me in my dream. People say, why aren't you dreaming about your wife? Because my wife scares me, that's why. She scares me, that's why. It's also like Sam Kinison said, how come you don't talk about men? How come you don't talk about men? You talk about women, why don't you talk about men? Well, there's a reason. Because a man never broke my fucking heart.
Right.
A man Never made me want to drive my car into a goddamn wall. Well, for one, I don't have a car or a license yet. Because you know what happened last time I tried to get my license?
No.
Okay, if you must know. Long story short, 10 years ago, my friend said, Kason, get the fuck out of my driver's seat now. We were in a ditch. And it's like, I don't know why you're mad, bro. Car's not damaged. Okay, making this about me again. Moving on.
Yeah.
Hey. Some bass down, actually. Hey. Let's go. Baby, make it drop, put some stank on it. Make that booty pop, put some stank on it. Make that body rock, put some stank on it. Put the ass like whoa. Do them heels click as you drop it down low. She can be a top, but a thought titties bouncing up and down. No matter if they're dressed. I don't make that pop trip, don't forget the mop. Creaking with the tone, she could probably put it in.
That is not an easy thing to do, to get up in front of a bunch of strangers to perform your song in front of them. And he's done it quite a few times. He has a few live performances, and some of them have like crowd shots that it seems like all the people in the bar were having a really good time listening to it. Now,
I mean, alcohol will make you enjoy anything.
Hey, before I... Hang on. Oof. My tongue tried to jump out. Hang on. But yeah, I know a thing or two about that, about alcohol affecting the experience. Like you go to bed at 2 of a 10, wake up at 10 of a 2.
Yeah.
Because they look attractive, but then you see them in the morning, they're actually fucking ugly. And yes, Rachel, if you're watching this, that's a jab at you. Fuck you.
Or is that Larry the Cable Guy bit? He goes, I went out with this girl one time, looked like Shania Twain, only a little shorter, and face was different. I was drinking, it looked like Shania Twain. Next morning, Mark Twain laying there in the bed right there.
I said Rachel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Double chin have an ass.
Don't you hate when you get so dadgum drunk, you look in your pocket the next day and there's some girl's number in there with the name and you don't know nothing about it? So you call her up and you get this, hello? Yeah, Debbie there? This is her. I ain't drinking no more. That's ridiculous.
Bruh. Just bruh.
Anyways.
of course, I'm sure there's some people that were like making fun of him for it or whatever, but at the end of the day, everyone was still having fun, and he seems to be like really self-aware. Like, there's a lot of people in the comments that were talking about it being really bad, but from what I saw, he was just kind of like rolling with the punches, just having a good time about it. So he seems to have a nice attitude, that, at least from everything I've seen. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'll probably start saying, put some stank on it. And it has been a song that's been stuck in my head a little bit. So, mission accomplished, really. That's about it. See ya.
So what is...
Oh, God. Okay, now real quick, search up Chipmunk's P. Diddy meme.
I'm not going to get copyright claim for this, am I?
You shouldn't. It's like it's like a less than 10-second clip. I said less than 10, right? It's a short. First short.
Ready, Simon?
Okay.
Ready, Theodore?
Okay.
Yeah,
Nope.
let's
Ready, Simon?
Okay.
Ready?
let's just skip to the end. Poor Justin Bieber.
Exposed.
Too far. I said because the joke was Justin Bieber was very high pitched back in the day. But yeah, man, I feel a little bad for him now.
I do too, but at least he's steering himself into a better direction.
I would hope so.
Yeah, because I know he's going into he's started doing gospel music.
Okay, that I did not know.
And I think he's heading towards born again Christian. So
yeah.
So definitely good on him for turning himself around and not getting into more self-destruction.
And let's not forget that everybody was scrambling to cut all ties with P. Diddy.
Oh God, yeah. That was hilarious, just seeing how many people were trying to cut themselves off from any affiliation with him.
Like, for example, Kesha's song TikTok, the new the freaking lyrics used to be "Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy." Now the new lyrics are "Wake up in the morning like fuck P. Diddy."
I was getting flashbacks to.
I think she should have changed lyrics around from "Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, got my glasses on about the door, I'm about to hit this city." She should have changed it to "Wake up in the morning feeling like the city, got my glasses on about the door, about to hit P. Diddy."
Good enough.
But
I was getting flashbacks to like when Harvey Weinstein got busted and everybody in Hollywood was trying to act like they didn't know that he was a creeper that's been operating with impunity in Hollywood for like 30 plus years. And it's like, bullshit. Y'all didn't know.
It's the same thing with Victor Salva. Where apparently what I want to know is, okay, so Victor Salva, he is a convicted molester. Why the hell is he still getting work?
Exactly.
Like, that's the reason why people ask me I should do a review of the Jeepers Creepers movies when I start my review channel back up, and it's like, I don't fucking want to.
Yeah, that man does not deserve any exposure. He does not deserve any work. The only thing he deserves is the lowest...
The electric chair.
The electric chair is too humane, though. Dump him off with one of those indigenous tribes from, like, Cannibal Holocaust and just film what happened and just have a camera crew there to show it on pay-per-view.
But I see Victor Salva directed all three of those films, and it's like, and beforehand, people say, oh, he's just alleged. No, he's not alleged. He was convicted of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't go to prison for that long, and apparently he's still getting work, and it's like, why the hell?
Because
I guess that's just how Hollywood works.
Because it's Hollywood, and they all do it. I just assume they all do it by default. Because you don't make it in Hollywood without being just a touch evil.
In a shred of controversy.
Speaking of retards who ruined their careers...
So it has been a couple of months since we last caught up with our buddy FouseyTube. At one time, Yusuf was arguably the biggest creator on YouTube, but now he has hit rock bottom more times than I can count.
I literally did not know who this guy was until like a year or two ago when he was spurging out in a hotel room, having a psychotic break.
Damn.
And live streaming himself doing it. I literally... Am I the only one? And guys who are watching this in the chat, please let me know. Am I the only one who, like, will hear about a big name YouTuber or big name Twitch streamer doing some dumb shit or getting into some trouble, and they've supposedly got like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, and I'm just sitting there like, who the fuck even is this person?
Sounds about right.
Fousey. Logan Paul. I did not know who Logan Paul was until the Suicide Forest incident. Never heard of Jack Doherty until like a year or two ago when he was getting clowned on the internet. Did not know who Andrew Tate was until, like, didn't really have a baseline idea of who Andrew Tate was until like days before his 2022 arrest. Literally had never heard of 8 Passengers or Colleen Ballinger or Daddy 05 until the crazy shenanigans that happened with them. Literally had never heard fuck. Oh damn it. Oh, it was EDP. I'd never heard of EDP until Cupcake Gate.
Yeah, supposedly EDP 445 is hanging on by a thread because of his health issues, but I say nothing of value will be lost when he's gone.
I can't feel bad for him.
I mean, I understand what's like having health issues, but given the shit that he's done, I just don't feel bad for him at all.
Also, why does Fousey look like a Dollar Tree version of Arnold Vosloo's character from The Mummy?
God, Christ.
Last time we talked, Fousey was experiencing his annual crash out, only this time things got even more explosive than usual, with him going off and attacking several of his employees, both physically and mentally.
Fired a cameraman in 5 minutes. Swear to God, on my mother's heartbeat, you would be fired right now, and you personally, I think I would have punched you in the face.
Stop getting face. Hey, are you slow? Go work at Chuck E. Cheese. Come here. Make me something.
Like even his own family was not spared in his quest for someone to blame for his failures.
I'm a Muslim. You guys put me on this earth, Baba, but now I'm 34, so I'm living my own life. So, Baba, this is the last you're ever gonna see me. I live in Australia now.
It's just hilarious to me.
What?
I said, what the fuck is that app, bro?
I have no idea. What even is this guy? Apparently he got big from doing prank content, which later turned out to be staged. Go fucking figure. What's that? A big name YouTuber stages all of his content? Surprise, surprise.
Brent Rivera.
If I could, I'd do a Barney Fife voice and say, surprise, surprise, surprise. Every time I try to do Barney Fife, I just end up sounding like Pee Wee Herman. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
You catch what I said a second ago?
Yeah, I heard.
I said Brent Rivera.
Yeah. Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast is like, I want to eat. Mr. Beast, people he helps, it's like, I want to eat now. Not till we're done filming. Get it? Because the joke is that he's only doing it he's only feeding for the publicity.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Because it's like, not till we're done filming.
I'm just picturing Mickey Mouse from that one South Park bit with the Jonas Brothers. Now go out there and make me some goddamn money, boy.
That sounds like Mickey and the If Star Wars Had Social Media video.
Nice.
Shoot your scrotum-looking face and you make me some goddamn money. Yes, sorry, sir.
Anyways.
You can probably guess what he said that too.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious to me how someone can go from trying to present themselves as a beacon of positivity and pursuing your dreams, and then the very next day the dude goes against everything that he preaches, develops a massive ego overnight, and pretty much walks around as if he was a god on earth who can abuse and treat anyone around him like a peasant.
Kevin, when I say spray, you go to her and you do this in the face, okay?
I've known individuals like this who treat people around them like crap when they feel like it, and then they try and play it off or play the victim later like nothing ever happened. These types of people almost always end up alone, or with their lone victim who endures that type of abuse.
I cannot stomach people who get even the slimmest following, just a baseline following, and they just immediately think they're God's gift to planet Earth. You are nothing special. You are a drop of piss in a 10-gallon bucket.
I can't take him seriously with those goddamn glasses.
Oh, wait. Hey, I don't know if it's Discord or my computer, but you sounded like it sounded like you were 10 feet away from your phone.
Sorry, what?
It sounded like are you like a distance away from your phone right now?
No, it's right in front of me.
Okay, because it's probably my computer being an asshole again, because you sound like you're 10 feet away from your phone.
Yeah, I need to speak up a little bit. Okay, that hurt.
You still sound echoey and distant.
How about now?
Still the same. Here, why don't you here, let me drop from the call and then try to call you back.
I can do that.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Technical difficulty, please stand by.
Hello?
Alright, that's better. I really gotta get a better PC, which I'm trying to save up some money right now. I'm saving about $100 out of each paycheck to try and get a new PC.
Yeah. Also, that reminds me of an idea I had.
Mm-hmm.
So since you have a PS4, and I'm probably getting a PS5 soon, do you think we'll be able to, like, talk in a PlayStation party?
I don't know. Does that require you to have to buy the online functionality? Like paying for PS Plus?
Well, I have no idea, but I figured a time or two, if I'm recording on PS5 for an hour, we can just like talk about things while I'm playing a game in the background.
Right, because I'm not paying for online on console because that's retarded.
Well, do you have like the PS Plus, as in you have access to a lot of games to play?
No, because I had it for a while and it was just a money pit, so I canceled my subscription.
Fair.
I just wasn't getting any bang for my buck, so I decided, all right, I'll just cancel it.
That's fair.
You're all right though. I can't with these fucking sunglasses, dude. It's like Arnold in Terminator 3. I just can't take it seriously looking at it.
Also like in Terminator 2 when he smiles.
Oh yeah, in that that scene from the extended cut.
Yeah, I was watching it on Paramount Plus last night. They don't have the first Terminator, but they have the second one.
That's odd.
I guess it's a rights thing. I have no idea.
Probably.
But I think it's also worth noting that in the upcoming season 2 for Black Ops 6, they're actually they're actually bringing Terminator back to Call of Duty.
I noticed, and it's the original Terminator too.
Yeah, and I might get it because I'm curious what the zombie quotes will be for that thing. Because they made Terminator a playable character in Vanguard, and kind of makes sense. You never know. He could have. Hang on, I think I lost the stream. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could work because Terminator could have easily traveled back to World War II.
Yeah. I'm just guessing it's going to be like when they put John McClane in Warzone, where they're just using archive sound clips.
Probably. They also used I think they did the same thing for Rambo, same game.
Pretty sure they did too. So they'll probably just use archive voice clips of Arnold going like, "Fuck you, asshole," or "Hasta la vista, baby."
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's a good season because, well, launch day, we're supposed to be getting a new Zombies map, and I might stream it, I don't know yet. I still have to go back and redo all the other maps because, well, YouTube decided to take down my Zombies videos.
Huh.
But I might wait till I get PS5 for that so I can easily record it without worrying about the stream being fucked with.
Right.
But I'm hoping that either Season 3 or 4, they finally, that Resident Evil crossover that leaked, I'm hoping that it comes out. Because I'm hoping it's Chris Redfield.
Right.
Though honestly, it might be, if it's a collaboration with Resident Evil 9, which is supposed to be coming out this year. If it's a collaboration of that, it might be Leon and Jill.
Has that been confirmed, or is that just a quote-unquote leak that's actually a rumor that hit online?
It's a leak, but you never know.
Well, until we get official word from Capcom, I'm just assuming every so-called leak is bullshit. But that's just me.
I mean, I agree with you. Did you catch what I said?
Yeah, I heard you.
But you never know.
Alright.
It's been 4 years since Village, so it's overdue.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
But this is really just the Fousey cycle at this point. First he's down and out, humble and begging for pity. At this stage he's likely reconnected with God and his family. Then he starts to get some fame again, some clout online, maybe lands a few collaborations with bigger content creators. He then starts to get some money and immediately turns to material possessions for validation, and then his true self kind of starts to leak out. He may say something to the effect that he's going to be the biggest entertainer in the entire world, or maybe he's going to put on some massive event, and then he destroys his life like a horrific plane crash that leaves no survivors.
I'm not even gonna sit here and say sorry but I'm trying to explain to y'all, now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf, and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like...
Well, now Fousey has announced his new career, proclaiming that the Fousey character he created as Yusuf is dead and never coming back.
It's fucking Crash Out. He's pretending to be me. It's not me, okay?
You're a fucking Looney Tune. Literally, a full Looney Tune.
That's all, Fox. I mean, that's all, folks.
Yeah.
Sorry, James Robb, don't sue me. What?
This is why not everybody should be allowed on the internet. And not everybody should be allowed a social media following. Because some people are just, your brain can't handle it.
Sounds about right.
You're not gonna get away with this. They're gonna know it's not you. They're gonna know it's not me. You're not me. Okay? You're not.
But before we get into his continued horrible choices, I want to tell you guys about a great choice that you can make with today's video sponsor, Mando.
Nope. We skipped the ads. Sorry, Jamari, but, yeah.
Orders, I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Get started on your Mando journey and smell better today. So Fousey's big plan now is to become a rapper. This damn near 40-year-old man thinks that he is going to be the...
Grills. Freaking Grills. 40-year-old man with grills. It is not 2006, you fucknob!
You know the only good thing about 2006? Dexter.
There. Yeah. 2006. Fucking...
Okay, don't have a seizure, bro. I swear, was it Fauzi?
Fousey.
Fuck. Why does Fauzi look like... Fauzi looks like Wishbrand Drake. And Drake is someone else who needs to be put on a damn list.
Closing the mental asylums was a mistake. Where I come from, Fousey's what we call a schizo.
Where I'm from, we call him a sped.
Close enough.
That just reminds me of, and we said schizo. That reminds me of Resident Evil 4, a bridge series we watched on a stream a couple years ago. And it said, does that make you some sort of self-hating schizo or something? What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you selling? Get shot.
Oh my.
Didn't have me morning rum.
The next big thing in music, selling out stadiums.
Took a long break, bitch, I'm back, now I'm too hot. I can't fit these racks that's in my bank in a shoebox.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. This is downright pathetic. Like, this dude should be...
Bring back Dark Daniel.
That's a certified bra moment.
That feel when you make Dark Daniel sound like Run DMC.
Isn't that the group that did It's Tricky?
Yes.
Dude, I remember back in 2021 when they started the outbreak mode for Black Ops Cold War. Sometimes if you hopped in a vehicle, it would play like a song from the 80s.
Oh, nice.
Like one time I hopped on a snowmobile and it was playing Never Gonna Give You Up.
Ooh. Classic.
And there was also another instance where I was playing DMZ and the new Modern Warfare 2, and I hop in a vehicle and it's playing Misery Business by Paramore.
Ooh.
Like, how are they not getting sued? I mean, this is the same company that no longer uses the actual gun names anymore because apparently it does have copyrights.
Right. I mean, Capcom hasn't been using real gun names for decades.
Well, because they're actually willing to pay for it.
Well, I mean, you play the original Resident Evil, and you go into the inventory and you check on your handgun, and it says it gives you Beretta 92F. But then you play the RE1 remake, and it just says handgun. Or for Leon's gun in RE2, on the original it's H&K VP70, but then you play the RE2 remake and it's Matilda.
Yeah.
So they just at some point, like after Code Veronica, they just stopped using the actual weapon names and just started making them up. Or applying a generic label to them.
Sounds about right. That makes me think too. See, back in the original RE1, I used to just call it the M9. Because that's what it is, the M9.
Yeah.
M9 is literally another M9. That's what they call the Beretta and MW Modern Warfare games. But it's been a while since they had any type of Beretta.
Probably because Beretta no longer makes the premier the choice sidearm for the U.S. military. They were from the 1980s up until I think very recently, like the late 2010s to early 2020s, but then they lost that bid to Sig Sauer.
Yeah. Wait, did you say Sig Sauer?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what the Blacktail and RE4 remake looks like, a cross between a Glock and that.
Yeah. Which I think the SIG was Carlos's sidearm in the original RE2 or RE3. He had the M4 and then he had a pistol that I'm pretty sure was a SIG.
Yeah.
Alright.
Starting a family or running a business by now. Filthy rich with his entire life situated after being handed the world on a silver platter.
Some sort asked me why Aiden never shout me out. Like I'm supposed to give a
He was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month for years, and instead of investing any of it or building something away from YouTube and his Fousey persona, he overspent renting an LA condo, he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on massage parlors and other useless material possessions like jewelry and cars, and now this guy is still out here begging for crumbs at the bottom of the degenerate streaming barrel. I mean, seriously, compare him to someone like Roman Atwood, his longtime friend who had a very similar career trajectory as Fousey. The two even went on a damn world tour together and were co-headliners. But one guy was smart with his money, he never crashed and burned, and now he's just older with his wife and his family, and building businesses, running a podcast, and basically just doing whatever the f*** he wants. I'm sure he could walk away from the internet tomorrow. That is how it should be when you're blessed with so much wealth in such a short period of time. But obviously, there's always another side to the coin, and that is the life of Yusuf.
That's just pathetic.
What the hell is that beard, bro?
It looks painted on. Literally, it looks like it's painted on. It doesn't look like an actual beard.
He looks like Shel Silverstein.
I have no idea who that is.
Or Silverstein. It's a kid's author from like decades ago. Someone else looks like they should be put on a list.
His beard makes me think of that episode from Ed, Edd n Eddy where the Eds go to a pool party and Eddie takes a pencil and draws chest hairs on himself and the other two. It looks like Fuzi did the same thing, like just took a pen or a pencil and just drew a fucking beard along his jawline.
Oof.
That's all I'm picturing. Which has me thinking, hey Fuzi, what does it feel like having buttered toast for a brain?
Only thing I have to say about Fuzi is he looks like he should be put on a list and not be allowed to spend 15 years of a school.
Hard agree.
Who was that?
He acts like it too.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
YSC, crash out, crash.
He looks like Angry Cops. He went in the wrong direction.
Hi. Y'all thought you could say whatever the hell you wanted about me in TikTok comments, Instagrams, YouTube?
Rich if he never joined the army.
Huh?
Rich if he never joined the army. Like you were just saying.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, the dark side of... He looks like if Rich had just spent too much time on a tanning bed and then just went full schizo.
I'll tell you who else goes full schizo here and there. Most people I went to school with.
You have
Fair enough.
So now he's changing his name and his online persona from Fusi to Crash Out YSC, and in his first single titled First Day Out, he filmed a video of his funeral that was directed by King Bach of all people. Yes, like I'm talking about the one dude from Vine who no one has heard from for the last decade. The poor guy must be down so bad that he's taking this type of work.
Alright, and if you want to come and...
The one Vine guy who didn't migrate to TikTok... Is that what you're saying, Jamari? Everybody else who was on Vine pretty much migrated to either YouTube or TikTok.
Until recently, but I guess TikTok is back on.
It is. Trump was able to get them an extension until April. Which I don't know how well that's going to go because TikTok is still owned and operated by a Chinese company and you cannot be a private business in China. If you're a business in China, you are pretty much owned, operated by, and at the unbending whim of the CCP.
Yeah.
So we'll just see how that goes. But from what I understand, the extension is supposed to be until April. Yeah.
Pay your final respects while the poem is going.
Getting to that time.
Oh, you're good.
Feel free to. Here we go.
In the video, Fuzi is basically throwing a pity party for himself before he breaks out of a coffin to stick it to his haters and tell them that he's not going anywhere, questioning where his real friends were when he was down and out.
They don't like the truth because I be stating facts. They say it's killer, we killed it, I'm okay with it.
Now honestly, this has to be my favorite moment in the entire music video, when the guy just starts dancing around like a little kid.
You're a fan, you're a fan, you're a fan, you're a fan. Eminem will call you a motherfucking fan, you're a fan.
I don't know, something about the guy who rode Drake for the greater part of the last 10 years.
What a way to end your online career, and you didn't even have to go to a suicide forest. But I'll supply the rope if you go anyway.
Good God.
Yeah, I fucking went there.
I'm not complaining, I'm just damn.
And I do it again.
I like the Goofy meme, I'll fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
That's just you went and that makes me think of the one meme where it goes, hi. Hi. What the fuck?
Well, I'm gonna beat my meat.
What?
It's the only Goofy clip I have.
When online classes are over or canceled for today.
You'll see it once the delay on your TV catches up with the rest of the stream.
Well, I'm on my phone right now.
At one time, even trying to make
himself show the clip on here, it doesn't always pop up. I only heard the audio.
Right.
Into a carbon copy of him, using the Kendrick Cannot Like Us reference, just doesn't sit right with me. But hey, I guess it makes about as much sense as this entire era of Fousey.
That's the first time I've ever been in a coffin. That's the scariest shit I've ever done in my life. Don't take life for granted, because one day, what's guaranteed is we're all gonna be inside one.
And keep in mind, guys, this single was supposed to be his big moment that he has been teasing for months. But when it came out, it actually got less than 50,000 views in the first day. And even days after it being covered by some of the biggest streamers and content creators, it has only racked up around 175,000 views.
Bro, Kai Cenat reacted to your video and it still is getting shit for traction.
Womp womp.
Oh, that's just sad.
How to crash out.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. I'm just gay!
Did you catch what I said? I said, how to crash out. Then I look at the name, it's like, oh, it actually says crash out.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is uploaded on his main channel that has over 10 million subscribers, meaning not even 2% of those people were willing to click on this video. And I truly believe that most of the people who did tune in were just there to see how bad it could truly be. Like, even the basic fundamentals of making a song sound decent, like proper mixing and mastering and layering of the track, are really nowhere to be found. In fact, the video appears to have been edited on CapCut, so I'm guessing that he mixed this shit himself in GarageBand. I mean, it truly sounds putrid. And it's really funny because this isn't even the first time that Fousey has tried his hand at music. Around 6 years ago, he had a song with DJ Khaled that was far more popular than this will ever be. But once again...
And probably only because it was with DJ Khaled.
Name a DJ Khaled lyric. DJ Khaled.
Right? Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's me when I cut someone out.
The only time I ever didn't mind DJ Khaled was that one time, that one scene he had in like Bad Boys 3 when he got his ass whooped by Will Smith. That was it.
I think I remember that.
The only time I didn't mind seeing DJ Khaled on screen or hearing his dumbass voice.
Yeah. I think half the time he doesn't even write anything original. I think half the time, like most rappers, he actually fucking steals it.
Yeah, all he's got is a beat and DJ Khaled. It's like, fucking
when, no matter what, you are not.
It's like, okay, DJ Khaled, fucking and?
Yeah, the only time he sang was when he did, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. You're stealing your music. You're not winning. You're losing.
That was his?
I believe so. I think he was singing.
I've heard that. I just didn't realize that was him because I think my taste in music flash froze around the year 2011, which is when I graduated high school.
Fair.
And even then, most of the music I listened to is shit from the 70s and the 80s. So
I mean, it is actually so.
So it's stuff that my dad would have been listening to.
Like I said, it's actual music.
Yeah, hard agree.
Again, I guess this is all part of the long, never-ending cycle that he puts himself through every year. Like one day we will totally see a 60-year-old Fousey crashing out on the latest trend. At the end of the day, I really do feel like streaming was just about the worst thing that someone like Fousey could have stumbled upon. The guy is obviously impulsive, he's destructive, and constantly having to engage with a live community that he's trying to entertain so that he can go viral is a recipe for disaster for someone like him.
You are a debt to me. Every single thing I said to you was a lie. I didn't love you. Every time I thought about my ex. I hate you. You're Chuck E. Cheese's. And listen, when my album comes out, when you start hearing it, when you're in the club or getting by a Chuck E. Cheese rat, don't you dare text me.
And on the other hand,
in about 25 years, this guy's going to be Carl from Aqua Teen, but not as charming. I don't even know why I'm here. I love women. That's why I pay them $40 to have sex with me for money.
Well.
Then again, he's been on Jack Doherty's streams, and he's, from what I understand, he's one of Andrew Tate's meat writers, so it doesn't surprise me.
Meat writer. Sorry, I hear meat writer. I hear meat writer. I hear meat writer. I just think of Mizzy's Friends.
Oh.
Oh, tell me I'm wrong.
I can't.
Can't tell me I'm wrong?
No, I can't, because you're not.
I swear, they follow him around like a testicular wart.
Oh.
Or that one sore on your butt cheek that doesn't go away no matter what you try.
Right.
Stop it. Get some help.
Herpes. Raise your hand if you've never had an STD.
Hands rapping is also considered a young man's game, and nothing that he is bringing to the table here really tells me that we should take him seriously at all. I mean, I would say this guy used to be considered somewhat of an inspiration, someone who at the very least attempted to wear their faults on their sleeve.
I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that like that.
But over the last 6 years, Fousey has taken every opportunity to show himself to be a narcissist who is only interested in using people around him for his own personal gain. And it's like no matter how hard he tries to present himself a certain way, I feel like people have caught on to this trend.
Pull out whatever you're talking about, you clip farmer. Pull out whatever.
The guy has deep-rooted identity issues, a problem with social validation, and ultimately he's always been driven by a deep sense of insecurity. I mean,
Heath Ledger's rolling around in his damn grave.
Sorry, dude, my phone's currently having a seizure. Oh my, I'm not even using Messenger.
It's spurging out, isn't it?
I think I got it under control. Worse than this.
The guy has
to go.
Technical
yes, I made a
difficulties.
joke about.
Sorry?
Huh?
I was going to say technical difficulties part 2, eccentric boogaloo.
Yeah, I did make a joke about the seizure I had. Lily's probably gonna kill me. But it's okay.
This motherfucker actually filmed a skit where he dressed up like Heath Ledger's Joker, dressing up like a nurse.
That scene always disturbed me.
as much as I'm not a fan of Heath Ledger's Joker, sorry, I'm biased towards Jack Nicholson and Mark Hamill's Jokers. Heath Ledger is now spinning in his grave so rapidly you could hook him up to a turbine generator to light the Vegas Strip.
Okay, I'll let that one slide.
Deep-rooted identity issues, a problem with social validation, and ultimately he's always been driven by a deep sense of insecurity. I mean, it's one thing for like an 18 to 25-year-old person to still be acting this way, but this guy is damn near middle-aged, still embarrassing himself online for a pretty minuscule amount of money that he could have been making passively if he just would have been smart at all about any investment back in the day.
Excuse me? Can I borrow $4?
No, I'm sorry, you can't ask my customers that.
I can't ask another human to pay for my coffee? Is that a Macy's rule? I'm a millionaire. I'm asking to be spared $4.
Hi, how are you?
It's okay, thank you. You guys are all broke as...
He's a millionaire whose card was declined for $4.
Bruh.
The math is not mathing here.
I'm sorry, but at first I thought you said the meth is not mething.
Well, that too. I think he's on some meth.
No, he still has his teeth.
That's methed up. Oh
man.
Oh god.
I mean, like, if you would have been investing back then...
Do what?
I was just gonna say, what the hell?
And like in 2012 through 2017, oh my god, that money would be compounding and making so many more little money bags. But no, instead the guy wanted jewelry, he wanted cars, he wanted all this bullshit. And even now when he touches money, he still does the exact same thing. He's asking his audience, oh, what supercar should I buy this week? Or I guess I should say likely rent. Either way, I want to know what you guys think about the latest update on Fousey. I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video and dropping a like, maybe sharing with a friend. I also encourage you to go check out the sponsor of today's video, Mando. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other internet narcissists out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
Paul Walker didn't crash that hard.
Ugh. Oh boy, Johnny Smalley. Good old Atozy.
Yep. Oh. Yes, that joke is tasteless, and no, I don't care, because it's still funny.
I missed it. What joke?
I said Paul Walker didn't crash that hard.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to hell for saying this joke on air, but a former roommate once said, "You know what's stronger than family? The tree Paul Walker hit."
Homeboy fell off harder than Dick Grayson's parents.
Oh God. Oh, Lily's definitely gonna kill me now. The tree Paul Walker hit. Oh, I knew a guy in school who was obsessed with the Fast and Furious movies. If I were to say that to him, I would have lost my teeth.
All right.
Yeah. Before we get struck off the air, let's continue.
Things have got so much worse for the disrespectful IRL streamer, as he's now facing a new crime charge, and if things keep going this way, it'll be inevitable for him to be stuck in Korea's prison system for a while. In my last video covering this guy, I said that it would likely be my last update on him for a while, as...
For those of you who don't know, the gentleman we're covering is a guy named Johnny Somali, who is an IRL streamer who has a really unfortunate habit of going to countries and testing the laws of fuck around and find out. Some of his victims include Japan, Israel, and now, most recently, South Korea. You would think after after having a run-in with the Israeli police, he would learn that maybe you shouldn't test the rules of FAFO in a country that has mandatory conscription.
Mandatory what?
Conscription, which basically means that if you're able-bodied, you have to serve in the military for a minimum of 2 years, barring certain conditions, of course.
I'm sorry, but Johnny Somali wouldn't last a minute in the military.
But Israel has mandatory conscription, and South Korea has mandatory conscription. Japan does not. You would think that after Israel, he would learn not to test the boundaries of fuck around and find out in a mandatory conscription nation. But apparently that's where you would be wrong.
Well, Johnny Somali is a public nuisance.
Very much.
There wasn't really that much Johnny could do.
I also went on record that if Johnny Somali were to ever mess with me while I was out with Lily and the kids, I'm sorry, I don't care if I get caught on camera, I'm whooping his ass.
Based.
Based.
Very based.
One of his mods confirmed that his equipment had been taken away from him.
I've heard now that he's starting to go broke over in Korea.
He will, because he has to stay till March, the 5th of March, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
He can't stream because he does not have a work visa, and his phones and laptops are at the police.
They're with the police?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And at least it has been a little while now, consider.
If you want to check out more about Johnny Somali, Atozi has done an entire series on this guy. It's a full-blown fucking rabbit hole. Like, my God.
You'd be surprised by the stupidity, bro.
Yeah. Then again, Sorry.
Go ahead.
You will never see me doing IRL streams because I'm way too self-conscious when I'm in public to pay attention to the camera and the stream. I'm way too self-conscious about what I'm doing and where I'm going. I don't like drawing attention to myself if I can help it.
I mean, that's fair.
So, IRL streams completely off the table for this channel.
Only streams where we watch stupid shit and talk shit.
Yeah, and once I get my PC, once I get upgraded to a proper gaming PC instead of this 4-year-old gaming laptop, possibly doing some gaming streams too.
Heck yeah. Any idea if PS5 has any idea if PlayStation has a Discord app?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I can't verify that. Because I don't have a PS5. Honestly, the only reason I would have for getting a PS5 or even the inevitable PS6 is if they made them backwards compatible with previous PlayStation generation discs.
Apparently as of last summer, it says rolling out now. Join Discord calls directly from PS5.
Because that would be my main reason for buying the Series X is backwards compatibility with previous gen Xbox titles.
Right. But when I get my PS5, I can probably talk to you while playing games.
Hey, there you go.
Or I could stream a bunch of random different games and we can just talk on the air.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Because, I think it's about time I stopped bumming for views on your channel.
You're fine.
Not like it's done me any good, so fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, now.
I'm kidding.
Anyways.
I do YouTube for fun. I don't care about sub count.
Same. I mean, I love that I've been steadily growing more and more for the last since I started doing gaming content, but this is just a side. And even if I do start doing like hitting a point where I can make money off of this, it's still just a side hustle.
Right.
Because there's no, you cannot, and then this is a thing about, I mean, you want to look at Fuzi and Johnny Somali. You cannot you should not put all your eggs in this content creator basket because there's no job security in it. And and your following, your channel can get ganked off the internet at any point in time for no reason whatsoever.
Unless you do something really bad, in which case, open your textbooks to EDP 445 and most family channels.
Yeah.
Especially Daddy 05. I'm sorry, but the dad from Daddy 05, he has a very punchable face.
Fair enough.
Then again, so does his wife. And that's coming from someone who doesn't hit women.
So you know shit's fucked.
What I want to know is, I swear, his wife is, like, country singer Neil McCoy has a song called Billy's Got His Beer Goggles On, and near the end he says, he don't, like, grabs him another girl and holds on tight, he don't see ugly through bloodshot eyes. That's the girl Neil was talking about.
She probably looked just fine when he first married her, and then it's like, honey, you got real ugly. That was my horrible. That was my horrible Bruce Campbell impression.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit, Lily, since me and Lily got together, she's put on a little bit of weight, but I don't have an issue with that. She, I don't care much about looks as long as I'm treated right. I mean, she's been exercising, got some of that weight off, but it's like she doesn't. In my opinion, she doesn't have to. I think she's fine the way she is.
Hey, when other
that is how I'm gonna feel about his wife.
Hey, when other women put on weight, it's like whatever. When your wife puts on weight, that's just more of her to love.
You're goddamn right.
Unless she looks like Mama June, in which case,
I'm sorry, I'm getting the divorce papers. No, I'm kidding. I don't care what people say, we're married.
Anyways.
Let's go.
It's the next year. Happy New Year's, by the way. But I might have been wrong, because apparently he got access to another phone very quickly since he's been back on his Discord server, and he also created a new YouTube channel. And he's been messaging on his Discord server, as you can see here, but we'll get back into that later. But obviously, this is Johnny Somali, a disrespectful IRL streamer who's essentially known for going into other countries that are extremely high-trust societies, only to push everyone's boundaries as far as he can. And the dude clearly believes that he'll get away with anything that he does because, get this, he keeps pushing the limits, and he keeps on getting thrown into jail cells. But that doesn't stop him from saying, I'm gonna beat this case like OJ. I don't think OJ is a person you want to aspire to be. We've been covering this guy for a little bit over a year now, and in the meantime, he's already been to Japanese jail, detained in Israel, and he's now stuck in Korea for always repeating this.
Why does he look like one of those Rock'em Sock'em robots after they lose the match? Does anyone else notice that? Like, he legit looks like a Rock'em Sock'em robot with its head like. Psh.
He's got that Godzilla 2000 neck.
And he's going distant and echoey again.
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you, it's just that you sound like you're 10 feet away from your phone. Like I said, I can hear you, it just sounds like you're a long ways off. So this might have to be the last video of the night. Hold on, I'm gonna drop out of the call and then jump back in. Again.
Hang on. Okay.
Same issue.
Alright, I'm gonna drop in real fast.
Okay. I cannot wait to get a proper PC.
Let's try this shit again.
There we go. You can still see the stream on your screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. But like I was saying, he looks like one of those Rock'em Sock'em robots, like after it loses the match, so it's got the head cranked up.
Hey, don't be leaking our conversation now. There's nothing to see there, folks.
No? We saved the juicy stuff for Facebook Messenger. No, not really. It's actually Twitter DMs. No.
What are you doing? Joey from Friends. What are you doing?
How you doing?
I saw a poster for Dune, and it was everyone just had Joey's face, and it said "How you doing?"
Nice.
I'm not a Cocomelon parent. You're gonna sit down and watch Godzilla.
There you go. Based.
Hey, my son loves Godzilla.
And honestly, while you're at it, some of those... I don't know if you guys have Hulu, but they got some of those old 80s cartoons on Hulu.
Such as...
Thundercats and Masters of the Universe. And then if you hop over to Tubi, they got the OG G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Huh.
They also got the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
It's a me, or retarded.
Actually, it's the Lou Albano Mario, so it's, "Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show."
Oh boy! Wait, that was Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's the cartoon that has that goofy Mario rap for the opening titles.
Dude, speaking of Mickey Mouse, did you ever see the image of what? Because the actor who played the clown in Terrifier and the Grinch and the Mean One is actually playing a horror version of Mickey Mouse.
I saw that there was a horror version of Steamboat Willie, and I heard they were going to do a horror Mickey Mouse to tie in with the, like, isn't it supposed to tie in with, like, the Winnie the Pooh and the Peter Pan horror movies?
I don't think so. It's its own thing. Not to be confused with the one where it's a guy in a Mickey mask, but it's like a straight up, like, special effects makeup type deal.
I was not aware that the guy playing Art the Clown was also the horror version of the Grinch.
Yep.
Nice.
They somehow got away with using the Jim Carrey Grinch design.
Makes sense. For some people,
it makes sense considering
some people that Grinch was nightmare fuel.
The Grinch. Yeah, that scene used to terrify me.
Am I just eating because I'm bored? I just love watching that movie for Jim Carrey doing a Sean Connery impersonation.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm sending an image of I'm sending an image of what's it to the chat. If it actually download, here we go. That's David Howard Thornton as Steamboat Willie.
Oh boy. Ooh.
Pun intended.
Yeah, Screamboat. Damn. Although it looks like he's green screened into the environment.
Probably, but who knows? Public domain is a weird place, bro.
Agreed.
But supposedly there's a Pooniverse movie coming out soon.
Yeah, because I know the guy doing the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is also doing like a horror Peter Pan, and then he's supposed to do like a horror Bambi, and they're all supposed to tie together.
I'm just saying the Pooniverse logo looked a little too Avenger-ish. And supposedly next year we're also getting a Winnie versus Mickey.
Oh god. I'm just remembering that when James Gunn was supposed to start that whole cinematic universe with Brightburn of like the dark superhero movies, and that never went anywhere.
Yeah, especially since there was footage of like a fish man and a witch.
Yeah. There were like dark versions of Wonder Woman and Aquaman and I think Batman.
I wonder if Batman will be able to defeat Brandon.
They got Michael Rooker to basically play Alex Jones for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Do you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Do you think Batman could defeat Brandon?
Possibly.
I said that right, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because remember those AI Batman things you just showed me where it's like something plan?
Oh yeah, the contingency containment plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, if you guys haven't seen that, there's a guy who is doing a series of, oh god, I'm blanking on the channel name, but he's done a series of videos where it's like Batman's contingency plans for all these different types of characters. And it's an AI, it's narrated by an AI-generated Kevin Conroy Batman voice. I'm gonna have...
What was that?
I think if we have time after this video is over, I'm gonna have to bring up one of them.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, but first we gotta finish Johnny Somali.
Yeah, let's go.
Little update of his shit show from South Korea.
The same behavior over and over again. And as we know, the court date has been pushed back from December 20th of 2024 to March 7th, 2025. And now the guy is desperate because he's stuck in Korea, he can't work, he doesn't have his passport. There's not much to do then. And the reason he can't work is because he doesn't have his work visa and he doesn't have most of his equipment as that was taken from him. So at least for now, he can no longer do his job, which is essentially running around in public harassing innocent people. Because if he continues to do that, even if he gets new equipment, he doesn't have his work visa, and that can just add even more charges to his already ongoing legal case. And then to make things even worse for the guy, he's still being hunted by the South Korean population with a bounty for those who can catch and smack the Golden Goblin. That's what the Koreans have dubbed him. The reason for this name is apparently a Golden Goblin is someone who drops a loot, and you know the loot is the bounty they get for smacking him. So... there we go. So it's safe to say the dude is terrified, but I don't really have that much remorse for the guy. It seems like, as we've covered here on this channel, he's dug his own grave.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Dude, you need to send me that clip again so I can splice it in with that road rage choke slam I sent you.
Right.
It still sounds like she's saying bonsai as she gets slammed.
Oh, dude, I gotta do a riff on that clip at some point.
Please let me join.
Where he's just body slam Montez.
She did not get back up.
Oh god. Yeah.
Either she was knocked out or she was too embarrassed to get back up.
He's had 80 million outs, but he just keeps doubling down and just continues the same behavior. But because he'll actually have to face consequences for his antics for the first time in a long time since Japan. In Japan, he only got 3 months, but apparently that wasn't enough to deter him. So, now he's back for round 2 in Korea. But by the way things look right now, it looks like he'll be getting a lot more than 3 months. And the dude is afraid that he might have actually ruined his life forever. Not only because, you know, he might get some serious time, but also because he has no valuable place to stream currently. And clearly, that's what he cares the most about. And the newest update on Johnny is apparently there's a new charge. The dude committed a new crime. Or, well, it happened before, but the charge came from, you know, because he live streams everything he does. So one of the victims and the companies that saw it, or that it happened to, they went, hey, we're filing a charge for that. So this information was first reported on Bang TV, a South Korean YouTube channel.
How? It's like it's like he's playing, like, a CRPG, like Fallout or Elder Scrolls, and he just keeps picking the absolute worst options he possibly can.
Run that by me one more time.
It's like he's playing a CRPG, like if he's playing like Fallout, and just picking the absolute worst options he possibly can. Because between Japan, Israel, and now South Korea, he has had infinity chances to realize, hey, maybe doing IRL streams where I'm being a public menace is not such a hot idea.
I mean, look at Jack Doherty. I'm pretty sure he got punched for it.
Yeah, and now he's also crashing like Paul Walker.
I just say crash hard in Windows 95.
That too.
Come on, that's funny.
Yeah. Or Windows XP.
Yeah. But you say public nuisance, and it's like, it reminds me of this one video, the guy who was going around handing snowballs, and he hands a snowball to the guy holding the camera, and the guy throws the snowball, hits the guy in the head, making him fall. And one of the comments said, fun fact, the guy handing out snowballs isn't part of the show and is wanted in 3 states for being a public nuisance. But seriously, how does one, without even thinking, throw the ball and hit the performer in the head? That's Terminator aim.
Right.
Also, the devious little grin that the elf had when he handed the guy the snowball. It would make him a lot more hilarious if he wasn't actually part of the show.
You know, you want to hear a real dick move? I used to have an uncle who said the best kind of snowball has a stone in it.
Sounds like the Rock fighting it.
Oof.
You know, and Stephen King's It, they were throwing rocks at each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, how the hell did they not cause each other significant brain bleed?
Kids were just built different in the 80s. Or are you talking about the miniseries from the 90s?
I was referring to the movie set in the 80s.
Okay.
Just, bruh.
Yeah, kids were just built different.
Makes me wish more I was born in the 80s, but that would be a problem.
Yeah.
Because if I was born 10 years sooner, so in 1988, my dad would have been 21 and my mom would have been 14. That's illegal.
Yeah.
But when I was born, he was 31, she was 24, so that is legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad, he's got anger issues, but he's not a weirdo.
Well, I mean, he's a Marine, so.
And if you had to deal with the bullshit we used to put up in, if he had to deal with the same bullshit we had to put up in Illinois, he would understand why he has a bit of an anger issue.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's a Marine, so he's a veteran.
He's allowed to be angry.
He's allowed to be angry and weird.
Well, he's not creepy.
Right, not like that. I mean, there are different tiers to weirdness.
Yeah. He's literally the only person in my family I can actually still count on. So, the one person I know from back home I'm related to by blood, I mean.
Right.
And he's definitely a better grandparent than my mother. Because, I already told you my mom was batshit insane.
Yeah.
And she said she wanted nothing to do with my kids. And then threw a fit she threw a fit when she found out I had kids and never told her. What's the word for that? Hypocrisy. But enough rambling about my broken family.
Yeah. And here it says, fortunately, in the case of Jung Sung, I might be butchering names here. I'm so sorry. Passenger bus number 271. Jung Sung is apparently the name of the company whose bus Johnny was on. The victim was identified. The bus driver in the video gave a statement, and the Jung Sung passenger bus manager, who was on the bus at the time Johnny was on this bus, gave a statement about witnessing the obstruction of the business. So this guy really chose the worst possible bus to essentially do his antics on, because what are the chances that Johnny Somali is on the same bus as the bus company manager? I mean, that's just a full circle moment. So Johnny, I guess, was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he documented and uploaded all of it. So the charge of obstruction of business was acknowledged, and the case was sent to the prosecution. And if he gets a couple more of these business obstruction charges, he can't help but go to prison. Because don't forget, he also has one charge of obstruction of business for the ramen incident at the 7-Eleven. Now he has a second. So for one charge of obstruction of business, he would likely have to pay a fine. For 2 charges, he might face a few months in prison. For 3, this number just keeps adding, and then 4 and 5 and so on. So I mean, like, if he just keeps getting these charges, he might have to sit in prison for a while. And Andrew...
He's collecting them like they're Pokemon cards.
That's just wow, dude.
How do you manage? How do you manage? Just how do you manage?
I want to know.
I want to know so that I never fuck up nearly as badly as you do.
This isn't even a bro moment. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Legal mindset explain why this is an obstruction of business.
This right here, when the bus driver has to get up and handle you and yell at you, that's obstruction. You are causing a delay. If you guys don't know, in case you guys haven't been to Korea, buses tend to run on time. And if you are in any way delaying the timeliness of a bus, that is huge. That is absolutely big, because that same bus is driving back and forth all day. And if you've messed them up by 5 minutes, that messes up the whole schedule for the whole day. So this is a big deal.
So yeah, at this point, it's pretty much inevitable that Johnny will be facing some time in Korea's prison. Now, we just kind of have to wait for how much this time will actually be.
And that's on top of the obstruction charges. That's That's on top of, I don't know if Atozi's going to mention in this video, him making AI deepfakes of himself with a popular streamer, or deepfakes of the Prime Minister of South Korea, which are actually illegal in South Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys knew this, but deepfakes are actually outlawed in South Korea.
AI is gonna ruin this world. Mark my words.
Oh yeah, James Cameron already made 2 movies about how AI is going to destroy us. So, yeah,
shit happens.
But other than that, his best friend in Korea, Hank Yu, who is also, I guess, his co-conspirator in a lot of his live stream antics, he recently had an interview for the podcast K-Town Social Club, where the hosts made sure to question Hank about his friendship with Johnny Somali. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, since this lore just keeps on adding new characters to the roster, Hank was one of the guys who screamed at Johnny to stop drinking in that video where all of them were allegedly in the back of a police car being hidden away from the Korean citizens who were hunting them.
Well, serious. Stop drinking in a cop car, man. That's not on camera. Or I'm gonna drop everything, man.
We're not drinking.
Hey, please, bro.
Not on camera.
You follow my orders. We're not helping you, okay?
Yes, sir. Oh, lie, this is not Japan.
that so-called cop sounded way too American.
Sounds about right.
Americans have way more freedom here.
We guys always were.
Protecting us, we in the back of the police car, come and get us.
Yo, they gonna look at these films, they're gonna be like, oh, hell no. I said stop drinking!
And he was also the other friend of Johnny alongside of Gino in this video where they were all beaten up by South Korean citizens. So maybe they really needed to be in the back of that police car for protection. So now that our memories are refreshed, let's take a look at what he has to say.
I don't agree with everything what he does, but I do support his freedom of speech. And
what do you agree with? What do you agree with that he does?
I agree with pissing off Korean Xers. For sure. Generation X, yes.
What? So you just help Johnny harass random people in Korea, who many aren't even Gen X, because you dislike Gen X? Interesting.
That is such a...
Do you even process what you say before you say it? Because you sound fucking stupid.
Hey, don't talk about my mother that way. No, I'm kidding.
I feel like my brain just took a shit trying to process that.
What I said or what they said?
What they said.
Yeah. I mean, they did end up getting beaten up by Korean citizens, so yeah, they had to be in a car for protection.
Yeah, but again, assuming that's even a proper police car, which I seriously doubt it was.
Just, bruh.
What did Generation X do?
Generation X is the worst in Korea.
Yeah, explain it. Well, why are they the worst? What do they do?
So, do you know the Generation X attitude, like, how dare you disagree with me?
Okay. I mean, I think that's just the general.
Boomers too, right?
Boomers too, but boomers, I believe, they have their own reason because Korea was actually poor then.
Yeah, but Johnny was not just going after Generation X. He was mostly targeting, like, Gen Z Koreans on the street and, like, harassing them, no? And boomers, too.
I thought Gen Z actually loved.
Pretty sure zero Gen Xers were comfort women, too, so.
Well, that's a good point, and I heavily doubt that the average Gen Z Korean loves Johnny. That's definitely not what I've heard.
I know, but Gen Z actually love Johnny. Trust me.
You mean like 90% of Gen Z love Johnny, or
okay? So that boomer that was in the convenience.
Really, Gen Z loves this absolute... Really.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Bruh. At this point, what the hell are we even watching?
Right? No, I got another one. I got another clip I can use.
Too stupid! Fatal error!
Really, Gen Z loves this absolute unit of a failure.
I guess they do.
I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, been wrong before, but I'm pretty sure God is looking at Johnny and being like, "Why did I make you?"
I'm sure he says this, I'm sure he thinks the same about me all the time.
I'm pretty sure he looks down at all of us at one point in our lives and it's just like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Right.
Ian store in the 7-Eleven that was getting harassed by Johnny, that woman deserved to be harassed like that
and have thrown stuff
like
thrown
ramen.
No, what does freedom of speech have to do with action?
Okay.
That I actually disagree.
So you have a line then.
Oh, well, thankfully you don't agree with everything he does. So he's saying he's doing all that with the sole purpose of pissing Generation X people off. I mean, he says he's a free speech supporter, but what Johnny did and has been doing all along isn't really a matter of free speech. Like, I would even risk saying that it has never been a matter of free speech. Like, the dude has just straight up been harassing and threatening people. Free speech, obviously, is extremely important, but so is not being harassed and used for content by random streamers when you're simply walking in public. Like, come on, if you are commuting on a bus, one of the last things you want is some streamer to shove a rotting fish in your face and laugh at it while he's live streaming your reaction for his content.
You do that to me, I'm shoving that phone straight up your ass so that you can give your audience a first-hand view of how full of shit you are.
Careful, Chris. Some people might like that.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
Oh, God. Yeah. Alright, let's finish this up.
Yeah.
People do not want that to happen in society.
So you say you support Johnny Somali's right to free speech, right? But then when you continue to hang out with him after he then gets violent with people and puts his hands on people or does break the law, you do realize you're no longer supporting his freedom of speech and you're just supporting his illegal behavior, right?
Right, but Johnny never actually put his hands on people.
He has threatened to, hasn't he?
Mopsy, as a joke. Yeah.
So
yeah,
he jokingly
sure,
threatened to rape somebody. So how do we know if it's a joke or not?
Like, that's online streaming stuff, and I don't know if it's a threat because he said that you should get by Somalis.
I feel like he just proved to the world he's about as intelligent as a loaf of bread. But
that's an insult to bread. Oh, what's a good clip?
That's an insult to bread.
What's a good clip? Here.
Eat a dick and make it big.
There's another one.
Okay.
I'ma plant me a dumbass tree.
You are an actual retard, Hank. You might actually be. No, you know what? The IQ ladder. On the IQ ladder, so at the top here of the IQ ladder, there's like genius, smart, average, dumb, retarded, and at the very bottom is inverted. Hank, you are inverted.
That's a certified what the hell moment.
But let's keep going.
I would take care of my safety first, right? But at the same time, like
but taken to the logical
Johnny
conclusion,
doesn't really endanger my
but taken to the
right
logical
now.
Didn't you just get your ass beat last week? Didn't you get your ass beat though?
He did.
I did.
Right.
So how did he not put you in danger then?
He did, but that wasn't supposed to happen in a first world country like Korea. You know,
why wouldn't
that would happen in Mexico, basically.
What? No. If you go to a country and you mock their culture, don't be surprised if you get your ass beat. That is a universal thing.
Especially a country where every able-bodied man is supposed to... It is required to serve in the military for a minimum of at least, I think it's 2 years. I think every country that does mandatory conscription you're required to serve 2 years. Why would you intentionally fuck around in a country where most of the able-bodied men are military trained? Sofa
I don't even
King.
think this guy.
Sorry?
I don't even think this guy developed a brain in the womb.
All I'm thinking of is that line from, I want to say it's Smokey and the Bandit, when Jackie Gleason, no, not Smokey and the Bandit, it was Dukes of Hazzard, when Boss Hogg looks at Roscoe and says, "When God was handing out brains, you must have been out to lunch." I want to say he was talking to Roscoe. It could have been Enos. I'm 90% positive it was Roscoe.
I couldn't tell you for sure.
It's been a while since I've watched the show.
I can't say for sure if I've seen it.
How is this not clicking with them? But they do ask him what Johnny has been up to. And by the way, this interview happened before his trial was officially delayed.
Where's Johnny now? What's he up to? Is he doing okay? His trial's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, Johnny's doing all right, but he's not with me right now. But
yeah, because everyone knows where you live.
Yeah, so like my location is like compromised, so I'm not gonna keep Johnny here, you know.
Wait,
obviously.
But do you still hang out with him? You have like meals with him? You have pizza with him? You eat what, jjajangmyeon with him? What do you do with him?
I talked to him about a couple legal cases because he is a witness to that aggravated assault, and he's a witness to like stalking, all that, you know.
Yeah. So do you eat with him or what?
Also a witness to those cases. No.
Today, Junior. I don't actually have the clip stored in my files, or I would just pull that one up. That Billy Madison clip. Today, Junior.
I thought you were about to do a reenactment of the. I'm sorry. What?
No, this isn't fucked enough to warrant me recreating that little clip.
Oh, not really. I mean, if I eat with him, that's gonna like compromise his safety too. You know.
So what's your take overall? Is he in your opinion, or is he going to be okay?
Well, they're trying to make it political, and
sure,
you know what happened to my case because they made my case political back in East Texas. I got right,
but that was from American government, not Korean government.
Yeah, but like Korea has like much, I would say, more lenient sentencing. than the United States. So Johnny's probably not going to go to prison. He's going to.
Oh, you think he'll be let go?
Either let go or like at most like pay some fines, because I mean, what did he do that was like felonious?
What do you mean he didn't do anything that was felonious? Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, I have an entire list.
I don't think he knows what that means.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I'm pretty sure he just heard of a big word and he wanted to use it.
I don't know how to say this, but using big words doesn't make you sound smart.
No. In fact, sometimes it actually makes you sound dumber.
Sounds like every nerd from my high school. Wait a minute, I was one of those nerds. You hear what I said? I was one of those nerds.
Yeah, I heard.
But I wasn't a know-it-all nerd. I was like the nerd who sat by himself every day because the things he wanted to talk about, nobody gave a shit about. Well, there was one group of people. There was one group of people I would sit with who would always talk about their plans to do the next Easter egg in Black Ops 3 Zombies, but they were on PlayStation. I was not. Gee, wait a minute. Gee, thanks for making me feel worse, dude. But at the end of the day, when it comes to people from my school, I only have one word for them. Bug them.
There you go.
One of my past videos of every felony this guy's committed, and that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So there's probably more as of right now. National Security Law, Anti-Terrorism Act, Business Obstruction, the deepfake incident, a crime of insult, defamation, an act of assault, Narcotics Control Act, and finally a
Oh yeah, because he that Narcotics Control Act, he was found to have THC in his system, which is a no-no in Korea.
There's a lot of no-nos in Korea.
And the earlier the host of this podcast that was talking to Hank brought up the issue of comfort women. So Johnny was going throughout South Korea finding these statues of comfort women, of South Korean comfort women, which were made to honor the victims of human trafficking and forced prostitution in Korea, who were forced into prostitution by the Japanese military during World War II. And this absolute sped Johnny decided it would be good content to stream himself giving lap dances to and pouring baby oil all over, giving lap dances to these statues and pouring baby oil all over them and himself. Because he is that pooper-poundingly retarded.
I'm trying to process what the fuck you just said.
I can barely process it myself. But I'm also not retarded.
Yeah, that's my job.
Hey, you said it, I didn't.
Oh well, shit happens.
Misdemeanor Penalty Act. Johnny's clearly been speedrunning the Korean Penal Code, and Hank is out there asking, what did he do that was felonious? And by the end of the interview, they ask Hank if he knows where Gino is, and even though he responds that Gino went from Korea directly to Japan, there's a lot of people saying, hey, that's not even true, considering, his last post on social media. But back to the Johnny situation. Apparently, he's got a new phone once again, and he started messaging on his Discord one more time. And this time, he seems to be considering a real comeback in his career. If I come back to streaming, I don't know where he'll be at this point. I honestly should have never been banned from Kick, but that's in the past. I feel like this might be the first message from this guy where he realized he ruined his own life. Because clearly it doesn't seem that jail time phases him. What does seem to phase him is not being able to live stream. And now that's become extremely hard for him with all of his bans. And then
for some people, that fading off into irrelevancy is genuinely worse than death or prison. And to me, that's just absolutely pathetic.
Sounds about right.
That is just weapons grade pathetic. There's no getting around it. There are more important things in life than having a following on social media. Period, point blank, fuck you.
And we should notice we are called Weaponized Autism.
Exposed, 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 exposed.
Chris, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Exposed, exposed.
Sick of that song.
You are exposed.
I'm playing.
You are exposed, sir. I'm going exposed. Exposed. Oh my God, exposed. Exposed.
I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I feel like now, between this and the last stream, I'm now required to do one dance to the Exposed song per stream.
I gotta go back and watch that later because I'm not seeing your face cam.
Well, you'd probably see it now on the TV.
My TV just automatically shut off like 2 minutes ago.
That's alright.
Hang on.
That's okay. You can watch it. You can watch it once the VOD is live.
Did you say once the bot is live?
Once the VOD, VOD, VOD.
Oh, VOD. Video on demand.
All right, we got.
That's not bad.
All right. We got just over a minute left on this.
And you have all the legal implications from Korea on top of that. But Johnny has uploaded some VOD on his old stream where, I guess, when he was back in Japan in 2023, but that's really not that relevant to this situation right now. It's not like he's uploading new content from Korea onto his Rumble, as of now. But as I mentioned earlier, the problem for his comeback is he managed to get banned on essentially every single relevant streaming platform. So his comeback, even if he goes all in, it's going to be very hard to find him because he's banned. And obviously he made a new YouTube account, but if he starts streaming on YouTube again,
I would suggest streaming on the Hub, but that's actually banned in Korea.
Won't really last for too long considering he's already been banned on YouTube once before. He's also bragging about the title of world's most controversial live streamer on his new YouTube channel. But Johnny's main problem is
subscribers.
What?
Title of world's most
66 subscriber. And he's acting like he's relevant. I have more subscribers than an IRL streamer. I call that a win.
You have more subscribers than the most infamous IRL streamer on the online content creator sphere.
I think that calls for a dance.
I think that calls for another Aqua Teen Hunger Force clip.
I need to leave!
Zone on target. How's you, butthole?
Anyways.
Controversial live streamer on his new YouTube channel. But Johnny's main problem is he's not even controversial, he's just universally hated. But If you want the full story of how we even got here, you can check out this video here, or you can check out this one that YouTube's recommending to you. And other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully. Peace.
Oh.
All right, let's watch those Let's watch the contingency plan so we can end the stream, because I gotta go outside, get them soda out of the car before it freezes.
Yes.
Because you know what happens if you leave. You know what happens if a soda bottle freezes.
Multiversal wisdom. That's what it is. You are not gonna believe this one. Apparently, Batman has a contingency for Slender Man.
Contingency plan code, the suit. Subject, Slender Man. Recently, Gotham has seen a spike.
Yes.
Nice.
In disappearances, primarily among children. After analyzing witness statements and surveillance footage, I've identified the culprit, the Slender Man. Once thought to be mere urban legend, he is a very real and significant threat. The Slender Man is a tall, faceless entity, often seen in a black suit with unnaturally long limbs or tentacles. His primary targets are children, though anyone can fall victim to his presence. He lurks in forests and abandoned places, inducing fear, disorientation, paranoia, and even insanity. Attempts to record or film him are usually unsuccessful due to his supernatural nature. His teleportation ability is particularly dangerous.
Can we just stop to appreciate just how accurate the AI voice is? That sounds exactly like Kevin Conroy.
Still makes it sadder that he's been gone for over 2 years now.
Yeah. And with him, Mark Hamill retiring his Joker because, and I quote, "Without Batman, crime has no punchline."
That hits hard.
It does.
Though it's believed to be nullified when he is being observed. Additionally, it's speculated that water might repel or harm him. Given the lack of reliable data, I've consulted experts in the mystic arts for more information. While awaiting their insights, I've developed a temporary contingency plan. First, I'll triangulate his potential locations and future targets based on the patterns of recent disappearances. Using advanced predictive algorithms, I'll identify areas where children are most at risk and increase surveillance and patrols in these zones. Second, exploiting his potential aversion to water is crucial. I'll deploy water-based traps and barriers around likely target areas and potential hiding spots. These could include high-pressure water jets and water-filled moats to deter his approach or trap him momentarily.
I love how it's set up as if Slender Man can't just predict Batman's actions and evade accordingly. He's a supernatural entity.
Those typically know all.
Yes, he's pretty much omnipotent. Like how do you
I feel like with Slender Man's thing, I feel like fear is a powerful factor in Slender Man, but Batman doesn't really fear anything.
Yeah.
Because imagine Batman going against Freddy Krueger, he would eventually figure out to pull him into the dream world.
Yeah.
Pull him into the real world.
Yeah. Imagine Slender Man trying to deal with the likes of the Joker.
I think after 2 minutes he would just break the Joker's neck.
Yeah.
That just makes you think of this meme I saw where it said, "When you're trying to hang yourself, but years of strangulation or rough sex made you immune to death." I just want to know why some people think it's hot to be strangled. I don't know why people like getting choked.
That's disturbing.
But just imagine being choked and you're low-key kind of liking it, but then he whispers to you, "I've dealt with your shit for too long."
Right? Ooh, that's fucked up.
Third, I'll utilize his weakness to observation. I'll equip patrol teams and strategic points with high-intensity floodlights and cameras. If someone maintains visual contact with the Slender Man, it may prevent him from teleporting, allowing for containment or escape. For direct confrontation, I'll employ weaponry made from nth metal, known for its magical disruption properties. This will interfere with Slender Man's supernatural abilities, providing a means to subdue or repel him effectively. Lastly, the files from a certain SCP Foundation might provide valuable intel and potential containment solutions for the Slender Man. There might be an intricate link between the Slender Man and children that could reveal additional weaknesses. I need to deal with this entity as soon as possible. Too many lives are at stake.
So yeah,
check out the channel.
Yeah, check out Multiversal Wisdom. These contingency videos are really fascinating, seeing how Batman would deal with certain characters. Like you see here, we got Dr. Robotnik, Punisher, Ghostface, Kingpin. But, so yeah, check out Multiversal Wisdom. I believe I left a link to Kaysen's channel in the description box. I did. The description box of this live stream, so go check him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be doing more content here soon, but right now I'm just got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
but when I get my PS5, expect a lot of Black Ops 6 gameplay footage.
Ooh yeah.
Probably due to campaign. Because, well, the campaign was a pain in the ass, but still fun.
And the
best part about modern Call of Duty is that I can just log into my Activision account on PlayStation and I don't have to go through and do everything again.
Oh, there you go.
If only Biohazard.net did that same thing.
Right.
Because I'm not doing another less than 3-hour hardcore playthrough just to unlock an infinite minigun.
Right.
People say, why not buy the unlock all rewards thing? And it's like, well, that's cheating. Literally the only DLC I never bought.
Right. I did because I don't have the patience.
Well, get on my level.
Skill issue.
Nah, you want to talk about skill issue? Look at the basketball team from when I was in high school. Kept telling them you got to kick them off the team. You're gonna keep losing. But does anyone ever listen to me? No.
With all that being said, thank you to everyone who stopped by for the stream. Hope you have a good one, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Also, the poll for which Zelda game I'm going to be doing for my birthday, it looks like... Here, let's just go straight to the source itself. Community poll. It looks like Twilight Princess is the winner of that poll. So, I am going to start recording my playthrough of Twilight Princess tomorrow. I'm hoping to have a couple of it. I'm taking a week off from work, from my day job. So I'm hoping to have. So I'm going to have Twilight Princess hopefully done by then. I want to have a couple more videos up throughout the week next week. So I can post Twilight Princess up on the week of my birthday. And once I finish Twilight Princess, I am going to be playing the runner-up in this poll, which looks like it was Wind Waker.
It was what?
It's Wind Waker.
Hang on.
So you'll be getting a Twilight.
I see it.
Yeah, so you'll be getting a Twilight Princess playthrough and then a Wind Waker playthrough this year. The GameCube version.
My phone keeps having seizures.
It's okay. I mean, the stream's almost over. The stream's pretty much done anyway. So,
yeah.
Look forward to those videos coming soon. Also, funny enough, Twilight Princess is going to be my 400th playthrough on this channel. So yeah. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you. At the very least, I will see you. We'll see what's going on in Kaysen's life, but at the very least, I will see you guys back here in 2 weeks.
Take care, y'all, and death to all creeps.